Hey guys, what's up? Jeff here again to orient your fitness in the right direction, and today I want to go over with you guys how to grow taller naturally. And although what I'm about to tell you might not help you substantially grow your height, I think it could help a lot of you out a little bit at least, probably, maybe not, but I think what I'm about to tell you is going to help a lot of you out. So, because what I'm about to tell you is going to correct some common muscular imbalances that could perhaps be shrinking you a little bit. So by getting you out of these common muscular imbalances, I think this could potentially help a lot of you guys out. So the first muscle imbalance we're going to be focusing on is the muscle imbalance that occurs between your hip flexors, which bring your knees up closer to your chest, and your hip extensors, which bring your leg back behind you. Because throughout the day, I've covered this throughout many of my videos, we sit in a chair a lot. So when you sit down in a chair, your hip flexors are naturally getting tight while your hip extensors are getting lengthened and weaker. So you want to correct this muscle imbalance. So how do you do this? Essentially, you're going to want to stretch one hip flexor muscle called your rectus femoris. Because if this muscle's tight, it can tilt your pelvis forward more. That's going to perhaps shrink you slightly if that muscle's very tight on you. So how do you stretch this muscle? You just stand next to something you can hold on to, grab your foot, bring it behind your body, and you're just going to make sure your knees pointed straight down towards the ground and you're not leaning forward. And hold that stretch for 30 seconds, do it twice on each side. That's going to stretch your rectus femoris. Now you want to stretch your iliopsoas muscle, which is your strongest hip flexor. If that muscle is very tight, it can tilt your spine forward, which is going to tilt your pelvis forward. That could perhaps be shrinking you a little bit. So how do you stretch your iliopsoas? You simply kneel on the ground, and then you're going to go forward. And that's shown in the picture, and you just hold that stretch for 30 seconds, do it twice on each side. So that's going to stretch out your hip flexor muscles. How do you strengthen now your hip extensors? Because when your hip extensors are stronger, your pelvis isn't going to be tilting forward as much. So you just strengthen a major muscle you want to strengthen for this is your glutes, particularly your gluteus maximus. That's your strongest hip extensor. So you can do that through bridges, squats, lunges. All of those are going to strengthen your glutes. And another thing you could do would be actually to strengthen your abs, because if your abs are weak, your pelvis is going to tilt forwards more. So you can do things like crunches and leg raises to help to strengthen your abs, and that's going to help to bring your pelvis backwards more. So those things are going to help to correct that muscle imbalance. So now let's focus on a major muscle imbalance up here that many people have, where their chest muscles are tight and their back muscles are lengthened and weak. So many people, they go into this rounded shoulder position where that could be perhaps shrinking them a little bit. So you want to stretch your chest. So you want to stretch especially your pec major, your large chest muscle. So to do that, go into the corner of a room, elbow arms at the side of your body, shoulder level, one arm each wall, lean in. Hold that stretch for 30 seconds, do it twice on each side. Next, you want to stretch your pec minor muscle. That's a smaller chest muscle, but it can get very tight on people. So to do that, hands on each wall, except raise your elbows higher than your shoulders. Go forward. Hold that stretch for 30 seconds, do it twice on each side. Next, you want to strengthen your upper back. So you want to strengthen your mid-traps and your rhomboids. That's going to help to get you out of that bad position. So how do you do that? You can simply take a band, spread it apart. Do that, say, 3 sets of 15 reps. You can also do the reverse chest fly exercise, where you sit down on the chest fly machine, spread it apart, do, say, 3 sets of 15. That's going to strengthen your upper back muscles that do this action right here. So that's going to help to open you up more, get into a better posture. That's going to help to correct that imbalance. And finally, you want to fix this muscle imbalance up here that's occurring between your deep neck muscles, like your longus colli, the deep neck flexor, and also your suboccipitals that are in the back, right here, the back of your neck. So you can do that by simultaneously strengthening the front here and stretching the back. So make an L shape like this, thumb on your chest, pointer finger on your chin, go straight back like this. Hold that for 3 seconds, come back. Do, say, 3 sets of 15. You can do this while you're sitting down. I'll do sideways like this. You can see, go straight back like this and come back. And that's a simple exercise you can do to help to correct that imbalance, because a lot of people, they're in this forward head posture position from looking at their cell phone and their laptop a lot, so you want to fix that. So that's gonna help you. And then finally, this is my good posture tip for you. What you can do would be just simply to pretend like a string is coming out of the top of your skull and attaching to the ceiling wherever you're going. Just pretend like there's a string just pulling you straight up. And that posture cue is going to help you just by pretending a rope is just pulling you straight up. That's just going to help to lengthen you and just make you taller while you're walking around or sitting or whenever. So just by doing that simple cue, that's going to help you. So essentially, I gave you 3 ways to correct. I told you how to correct 3 major muscle imbalances that many people get, and just gave you a posture cue right here. So I think all that's going to help you naturally grow taller. So if you like that video, what I just did, thumb it up, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm always up for new ideas. This has been Jeff once more. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.